Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the Blind Gooner. Listen, I hope you're all having a wonderful evening. Welcome to I'm going to do this watch along of the Chelsea v Bayern Munich game. Now, I actually realised that I think I got this the wrong way around. I think Bayern Munich are the home team, if I remember rightly. I kind of put Chelsea as the home team, which is a bit kind of weird. But yeah, I think Bayern Munich are the home team, if I remember rightly. But yeah, listen, I'm doing a watch along for this game. I just want to apologise in advance for my transfer show not being done today. Listen, it was just a mad thing to try and get it in. But listen, it's a little while till kickoff. I think it's about half an hour. Actually, I think it kicks off at 8 p.m. So at 8 p.m, I am just going to mute for a second so I can set up my stream and stuff so you guys don't go anywhere. And also at 8:15, I think Sam is joining. So yeah, I have got some, and I have posted it in various groups if any other people want to join. So just going to be watching along, but at the moment you've just got me for a second. So big up to 2 people watching. Good evening, Omar. Hope you're well. Big up Tyrone. And he says Chelsea is not going to score 4 away goals to win. Yeah, you're probably right. You probably are right. But yeah, listen, you're probably right. Chelsea ain't going to score 4 goals. And that's I think that's without a Bayern reply as well. So Chelsea have to do that without a Bayern reply. So yeah, listen, is it going to happen? Probably not. But listen, it is what it is. We just have to see what happens with this, and we have to just see what happens. I actually do think, though, from a neutral point of view, because obviously none of us are Chelsea fans, I do think from a neutral point of view, if Chelsea get a couple of goals quickly, I think it could make life difficult for Bayern Munich. And I don't know, I just got a feeling like everyone's writing Chelsea off, and I think, Bayern Munich are probably the favourites to go through, but everybody's writing them off, and I actually do think that maybe they could possibly get something. So yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting. Let's have a big up 6 people watching live. Listen, the teams are out. I'm going to try and have a look at those in the moment and just read those out to you. But yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna read some of your chats out for a little while before the game starts. Let's have a look here. Okay, so there's 6 people watching, but no more chats. So yeah, do fire your questions in, and it doesn't have to be about this Chelsea game as well. It can be Arsenal related. So do fire them in, and I will read them out. And like I said, Sam is meant to be joining at 8:15. Yeah, he's meant to be joining at 8:15. Obviously, Simpy is still in doing his thing on his stream. Listen, it's been brilliant. What he's done is fantastic. So his finishes at 8:10, just after the game starts. But yeah, it's going to be So yeah, it's going to be very, very, very interesting. So Tyrone says he'd love to see Coutinho off the bench. I don't think he's playing, actually. I don't think he's playing. And if you believe the reports that he was at London Colney trying to have a look around the Arsenal training centre, then yeah, he's probably not playing. So yeah, if you believe those reports. Big up, only three people watching live. Yeah, I didn't expect many people to start watching. But yeah, I see a lot of people are watching the Barcelona-Napoli game. See, I was going to do that, but I just thought I'd do this one. This game, because it'd probably be a bit more. Even though Chelsea are probably all but out. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens in this game. Remember, people are watching on Facebook as well, so big up to you guys watching on Facebook. Atty Stimpies, listen, apology if I've got your name wrong. He says I have a question. Yeah, fire away, mate. Yeah, fire away. Fire your questions away. Like I say, anybody, get your questions in. And listen, I thought I'd do this watch along with the Chelsea game, because obviously Arsenal are not playing for a few weeks till the 29th of August. So yeah, listen, it's a bit mad, isn't it? It's a bit crazy. But yeah, Arsenal are not playing until the 29th of August. So, but don't worry, the Arsenal content is still coming, as you guys know. Blind Gooner, it's pretty much self-explanatory. But yeah, I thought I'd do this. So yeah, do fire your questions in, guys, and yeah, I'll answer them. Like I said, I hope you can all hear me all right. I hope you can all see me okay. Obviously, close to kickoff, I am going to I am going to I'll get the lineups just before kickoff. I've got to try and dig them out. I'll try and look on Sky Sports or something. Let's have a look here. So Tyrone's asking thoughts on City's 2 signings. Do you know what? I actually think them getting Nathan Ake is a good signing. The other one I don't really know too much about, so I can't really comment. But yeah, in terms of like Nathan Ake, I think they've got a steal there. And I know that we were linked with him at one point, and a lot of people saying we should go and get him. But yeah, obviously Man City got him and got it. I think, didn't they have a buyback clause or something as well? So yeah. Evening to Aaron. I hope you're well. Yep, Taib, the Poonmeister in the chat. Aaron saying, do you think Napoli will beat Barcelona? Do you know what? I'm not sure. Still all to play for in that game, isn't it? And although you've got Messi in your team, you've always got a chance, haven't you? So, yeah, listen, I think Barcelona could potentially probably turn that around. Tyrone saying Barcelona will drop out. I'm not so sure, mate. I'm not so sure. I think, like I said, all while you've got Messi in your team, anything's possible. Big up Chadwick. He said thoughts on Javinho's hairline. For one, I can't see his hairline, so I can't comment on that, and I haven't a clue what you're talking about. But yeah, big up everybody. Remember, guys, if you those on YouTube, please go and like my Facebook page, The Blind Gooner, and those on Facebook, please subscribe here to the channel. So yeah, it's great to like I say, I can see all your comments on both platforms. So yeah, listen, closing in on 100 likes on Facebook, which I'm getting that up and running and that now as well. So yeah, it's great. Aaron saying thoughts on Pirlo becoming the new Juventus manager. Listen, he was a quality player, and if he's decent, if he's a decent as he was as a player, I think it'll be good for them. Obviously, Sarri didn't work out. What a surprise there! But yeah, I think only time will tell. But yeah, I think it's a good thing for them. Chadwick's asking, how was the pub last night? Yeah, the pub was decent. Pub was decent, mate. Pub was fantastic. So he's asking which teams should we be wary of other than the traditional big six. I think Wolves, I think Sheffield, I think Leeds. I think Leeds are going to do really well this season in the Premier League. So yeah, those I think will be worrying. Company will take over from Pep, and Steven Gerrard will take over from Klopp. Do you know what? I'm not so sure. Like, I think Gerrard's a quality manager, but yeah, I think all while Klopp's bringing them success, I don't think they'll want to get rid of him. Is that a score prediction? 3-1 Bayern? Is that what you're going for? So listen, guys. I'm gonna what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my stream sorted. So I'm just gonna mute my mic for a sec. Don't go anywhere though, because yeah, this is yeah, don't go anywhere though, because I'm just gonna mute my mic and put the stream on. Oh, actually, hold on one sec. I'm just going to add in Nitesh, who is backstage, and then he can keep you guys entertained.
Yeah, I was actually in the backstage. I thought it would have given you a notification, but I guess it didn't. So I just texted till then.
Sorry about that. I don't know, because I was reading a load of the chats out, and yeah, I didn't realize you were backstage.
No problem. I was actually just working on a few things as well, and trying to sort the hair till the time you got me on. And I apparently totally failed at that again, because it's like 12 in the night here and 12:30 in the night, and the game has already started. Let's see. Hopefully, Chelsea can add some life into this game and this tie. If not, then obviously but eventually, I think Bayern is the one that's going to go through, as it is.
Yeah. I think for Chelsea to have a chance, any kind of a chance, they've got to they've got to score first, and they've got to score early. Because if they don't, it could be a very uncomfortable evening for them. If Bayern get a goal, then the tie is dead and buried. So yeah, they've got to score early. What sort of lineup have they put out, Nitesh? I've not seen the lineup. I was just gonna try and pull it up here, but what sort of lineup have Chelsea got out at the moment?
Kante is back in the team. Emerson is back in the team. And it's Kovacic and Barkley. It's a 4-3-3 that is showing up on Google. Emerson, Barkley, and Kovacic in midfield. Mount, Abraham, and Hudson-Odoi up front. So no Giroud. that is smart from Lampard because he needs to play quick football. And the thing is that the fact that he is playing Abraham shows that he wants to play quick
Yeah,
counter-attacking and quick attacking football. So I was wondering why he was playing Giroud against the likes of Manchester City, though it paid off, and even against Arsenal in the FA Cup final. He should have clearly been playing Mount and Abraham together, and but he did not. He opted with Giroud, even though he got an assist because of our defensive lapses. But I think this is the better tactic, and I think Chelsea can actually win this game. They can actually maybe win 2-1 or 3-1. But Bayern
yeah,
will win with overall tie. Yeah.
yeah. I do think. I think because what is it? Where it's a Bayern in it, or is it a Chelsea?
Uh, in which, as in,
No, I mean, is it a Bayern's ground or is it a Chelsea's?
oh, it's in Bayern's home in
Yeah,
Allianz
yeah,
Arena.
yeah.
And I'll just quickly read one comment from Chadwick. He's saying he wasn't bad, but I liked he dyed his hair and beard every home game different. I do. Which player was he referring to? Oh, Cisse. Yeah,
Yeah.
Dibril Cisse. I couldn't pronounce his first name even back then. And he's asking me, do I like women with huge foreheads? I like women with huge something else also, not just foreheads.
Chadwick, you are an absolute joker, Chadwick. Seriously, Jesus Christ.
There's a
Oh,
saying there's a saying in India which goes like "Bada hai to better hai." It means like if it's bigger, it's better.
yeah. I can't believe it, Chadwick. You are an absolute joker, Chadwick.
I think if Chadwick had any doubts about anything, me liking about anything big, I think I cleared all his doubts in one statement.
Yeah. I think you did. I think he. I think that just. Yeah, I think that cleared his. Yeah. Tyrone said Wolves was lucky.
I would just say Wolves are playing their games in such a way that they win 1-0 or 2-0 or barely with any goals. They're not playing that extravagant style of football where they win 4-0 or 5-0. So it may seem many times that they're lucky, but they are going to be winning these games 1-0 or 2-0 at the most. And
Yeah.
even in the Premier League, that is how they finished in the Europa League spot.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so I think Chelsea they've got to start slower. They've got to start quickly, haven't they? Chelsea, they've got to, in order for them to have any kind of chance in this game.
Yeah, and the surprising factor is that Kepa's career, I think, at Chelsea is now over. Caballero is starting in the Champions League, so could be a sign of very big things to come.
Yeah, that is mad. That is just Sam's joining at some point when he finishes work.
Yeah, and Chadwick is asking, do you rate Pulisic? And if you do think next season he will be a huge part for Chelsea to push for top 3. Daniel, he asked it to me, but let's have your opinion on this first.
Yeah, I do rate Pulisic. I was honestly, I was probably one of the people when he went off injured in the FA Cup final. I was like, that's a big help to us because he was tearing us. He was tearing us open at every opportunity until he went off injured. So what about
even
you?
I said one thing. I said one thing about the same, that I think the Pulisic injury and the Aspilicueta injury were bigger factors than, and it was a bigger factor than the Kovacic red card. I think those two injuries mainly, especially Pulisic, was one of the turning point of the game. And one more
Big
thing
up,
with respect to Pulisic,
big up Melina. Yeah, big up Melina. Sorry, Nitesh. I'll
No
just
problem.
read these before. Big up Melina. Big up and Tyrone saying Hazard can't walk into the Chelsea team. He was dreadful yesterday.
And Bayern get a penalty. It's going to be 3-1 or something like that to Chelsea, or 2-1 to Chelsea. 2-1 rather, not 3-1. I think they will win the game,
Yeah,
but they're going home.
but they won't go through. Yeah,
Yeah.
because isn't it if they score, Chelsea's got to score like 6 or something, isn't it? Like
It's over. They got 3 away goals. So they
yeah,
will,
and they're
will,
gonna score. They're gonna score the penalty, aren't they? They're gonna,
you never know. But one thing I was saying about Pulisic again was that Chadwick asking me that do you rate him? I do rate him. He's a good player, but what the problem is, I don't think he deserved to be in that Premier League Player of the Year, the Young Player of the Year. He did not deserve to be there. I think one player, I said this, that Pulisic, Mount, and probably there was one more guy who was there, maybe Marshall or Grealish. I don't remember one of those guys.
open BBC sounds.
I think Marshall, maybe these 3 players, instead of them, one of them could have been replaced by Saka, but they did not even have Saka in that list, which is unfortunate and which is silly because of the fact that he played as a left back. And if you compare a left back's, most of the time he played as a left back, and if you consider a left back's goals and assists to be the factor, then you will barely have any kind of defenders coming in these awards. There will be barely any defenders. They had Alexander Arnold in both, in the young player and in the senior player, which again made no sense. You should have kept him in the young player. I do understand, and he is going to win that award. But in the senior player, unless you are actually going to give him an award, you should have probably
Lewandowski scored.
Yep,
Lewandowski.
Unfortunately, I am not in the Champions League fantasy. Otherwise, Lewandowski was my captain.
That's it. That's so now Chelsea can't go through unless they score
4. Unless they score 5. No, 4. They score 4. They need to score 4. Chelsea need to score 4 goals now. 4 away goals, so they go through and not concede any goal. And Dr. Greenwood is in.
I'm a little bit behind my street because I was going to put it on my telly, but I was like, I can't be bothered to get up and. So yeah, Daniel, Chelsea got to score 4. Yeah,
Dr. Greenwood is in backstage.
Oh.
Hello.
No mask today. No mask today.
No mask today. No, I'm not in surgery at the moment. It's okay.
I think the people who will need masks today are Chelsea fans to hide their faces after this defeat, because it's already 4-0, 3-0 in the first and 4th now. It may probably end up at 7-1 or 8-1 or something like that if they continue to play like this.
Barcelona just scored. I'm watching the Barcelona game.
You're watching the Barca game? Yeah.
They just scored now.
Who scored? Was it Messi?
Let me have a look. I was just see that someone scored. Are they going to review the goal? Let me see. It's from a corner, and it's what's his name? What's his number? Can't remember his name. Len. He's a guy I'm not really familiar with.
We were just watching the Chelsea game.
Yeah, it's Lenglet.
Lenglet, that's it, yeah. Lenglet just scored from a corner. It looks okay. Looks like the review's gone through.
Rakitic gets the assist. I can see it on Google if it stands.
And the goal stands.
I had Lewandowski as my captain, who just scored a penalty. Cristiano Ronaldo got 2 goals yesterday, and if Messi scores something today, I will be so pissed that I didn't start playing the UCL fantasy before the game week started. I would have had so many points.
Let's see.
Big up Irabalze in the chat, and Aaron said it's a goal. which must be referring to the Barcelona.
Yeah, so I'm just switching back to Bayern here now. Yeah, they're 1-0 up.
Yeah, Bayern is it's just
Who scored for Bayern?
Lewandowski penalty,
All right, okay.
which means Chelsea, if they're going to go through, which is you've got more chance of Arsenal winning the Premier League next season.
Bloody hell.
They've got Chelsea's got to score 4 goals without reply.
Yeah.
Probably high time that Lampard takes off his track suit or whatever he's wearing and gets onto the pitch.
How the hell did he get nominated for Manager of the Year?
Is that Frank Lampard?
Yeah.
Because they managed to finish in the top 4.
That's just a joke. Absolute joke. He got me.
I don't totally disagree with it, because when a manager has a transfer ban and still manages to play his young players and finishes in the top 4, I think it is a decent shout.
Oh, Muller had a shot.
Imagine Arsenal had a transfer ban, though it always feels like we have a transfer ban with respect to our owners. But
we might as well have a transfer ban.
Yeah, but imagine if Arsenal had a transfer ban and our manager, any manager, produced such form to finish in the top 4. Like the thing is, we appreciate Arteta that he did it with this squad. He won the FA Cup. He did good things towards the end of the season. So similarly, Frank Lampard did something good with that squad. So based on that,
then he lost the final to Arteta.
That is understandable, but then overall his season has been good. That is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Melina says, "Big up, Dr. Sam."
He's not going to
hello,
win it.
Melina.
And Melina's
sorry.
No,
and Melina's asking how my evening at the pub was. Yeah, it was very well actually. I really enjoyed it. It was nice to go to the pub. But the only downside, right, is that when it got to 10 p.m., the pub shut at 10 p.m. I was just getting started. I was like, I could have a few more drinks, you know. But
next time you can start at 10 a.m. and wind up by 10 p.m.
It was a little bit like all foreplay and no orgasm. Do you know what I mean? You just get warmed up and then.
I'll tell you what, I think I'm going to switch to Barcelona because this game's dead and buried. There's no point in watching this game.
Yeah, I think, but Napoli is going to be hammered.
Big up Zidane in the chat. Big up. Kyron says Neuer needs a newspaper in goal. Yeah.
Chelsea duck. There's just no way they're going to get anywhere close to that, is there?
I had given John a fun idea that we should make these watch-alongs or something more exciting by just making some kind of silly bets on the shows amongst ourselves.
Yeah,
that could work. So I just wanna let's just make a silly bet. I say with no money right now, I'm saying that Chelsea will at least score 1 goal in this game. They will not let Bayern keep a clean sheet. Do you guys agree?
Yeah, I would think they should score a goal if they need goals, so they should score at least 1.
Yeah.
I can see that happening.
At the moment, Bayern's all over them.
Yeah, so I think that is a good friendly bet we can have with anyone who's in the chat who thinks. Do you guys think that Chelsea will let Bayern keep a clean sheet, or do you think they're going to score at least 1 goal?
Yeah, chat, answer that one.
Do you know, I saw something as well. Somebody was, I saw in one of the Arsenal groups that I'm in, somebody posted, somebody posted as a joke, what's tighter, Stan Kroenke's purse strings or a virgin's pussy? And somebody was like, somebody said, somebody said, oh, at least with a virgin's pussy, you can loosen it with a bit of resistance.
Oh my God. Oh, jeez.
Mate, I tell you what, Arsenal fans post some funny stuff in the group that I'm in. I was just laughing at that.
Yeah, good one.
You know, the only person who should have probably replaced Lampard, Chadwick is talking about Lampard being
Yeah,
British. I think the
yeah,
only
yeah. I see
only
that.
manager who could replace Lampard in that list was maybe Solskjaer, because he did a good job. He finished over Lampard, but the problem was that they spent a lot more money, and Lampard did it with the transfer ban. So I think
Mm.
it's more or less even with them. But Solskjaer was struggling without Bruno Fernandes, and VAR has also been a contributing factor to their success. No
I
one
tell,
can
I
deny
tell,
that. Yeah.
I tell you what. I tell you what. Next season, the managers whose jobs go on the line is going to be Mourinho's and Solskjaer's. If they last the season at either of their clubs, I'll be amazed. But
I I
I
think
don't.
before Mourinho and Solskjaer, I think Lampard will go. I get the feeling.
Do you reckon? Because they're spending money though. They're giving him what he wants. He's going to get the players he
and
wants.
he's just got a nomination for Manager of the Year.
No, not because of that. Because of the reason, I'll tell you the reason. The reason is simple. Like, suppose Newcastle was bought by the sheikhs that were supposedly coming in. They bought 5 or 6 players or 7 or 8 players. Do you still think they would keep it in the hands of a guy like Steve Bruce? Definitely not. So now that
No.
Chelsea is buying 5 or 6 players, if they don't see any improvement or any performance raised, like the bar being raised by Lampard, they will not think that Lampard is good enough for them, and they will find a better replacement. So I think Lampard, because Chelsea is
God,
spending money and buying some top players, is also actually a threat to Lampard's job at Chelsea. If next season he does not do it right, he does not get things right, he could be struggling.
yeah, Chelsea are shit, but Bayern
Well,
Munich
they've
are
got,
literally all over.
he's going to have huge pressure on his shoulders, Lampard, with their squad. I mean, you got Werner coming in, you got Ziyech coming in. You know, I mean, their squad is looking very good, especially if they get Havertz as well.
Yeah,
You know, if that with that squad, you've got huge expectations, right? I mean, they're going to be expecting
they're going to be
probably
expecting a title challenge.
yeah, they're going to be expecting a title challenge and a title challenge and a Champions League, you know, deep Champions League run, aren't they? That's what they're going to be expecting.
But I do think that somebody said, I think it was Simpy said last week that Arteta was the better manager and Lampard just had better players. You know, like when we were doing the comparison of the managers for the FA Cup final.
Yeah, I mean, for me, if Arteta had started the season and we maybe managed to get into the Europa League or something like that, you know, or maybe scrape like 5th place or something like that, maybe it'd be him as nominated because he won the FA Cup. I mean, what he's done in just a few months is actually really, really good.
Yeah. I think if Arteta started the season, we would have finished 5th or 6th. I don't think we would have finished like 8th where we did. I think we would have finished 5th or 6th if.
No, we would have finished in the top 4 probably. Just
but not necessarily because this squad squad isn't good enough for top 4.
No, not because of that.
You know,
because if Emery spent most of the season trying to figure out the right combination. Arteta found that against Sheffield. So if we would have found this formation like maybe around 20 or 30 odd games ago, I think we could have finished in the top 4. And even if we beat Spurs in that game which we lost 2-1, we would have finished in the Europa League spot easily. We would have finished, I think, 6th or 5th or 6th. So imagine if we had won a few more games before that, we could have been in the top 4.
Tyrone saying Sarri would love to come back to Chelsea. Yeah, I don't think Chelsea fans would have him back because
I
want
to ask you guys a question about this. I said in a group today that Sarri used Chelsea as a stepping stone, and he hurt a lot of Chelsea fans when he went to UA. And I mean to say, the point was that he used Chelsea as a stepping stone. Do you guys agree with that or disagree?
Yeah, I think so. I think Sarri always wanted to go to one of the top European clubs, probably, but he's just not good enough, is he?
I think there's no love lost between Sarri and Chelsea fans. I think, like, as much as that, Sarri wanted to go, I think Chelsea fans didn't want him there because, to be honest, he started off brilliantly and then he just went all downhill, didn't he?
They wanted him out, didn't they?
It was kind of Sarri's time at Chelsea. Sarri's time at Chelsea was kind of a little, apart from the fact, when you look at the two managers, it was kind of a little bit like Emery's time. Like started off really well, and then just went downhill. Went completely downhill, didn't it? Like it was.
And the other thing is, in his first presser at Juventus, in his first interview, he said, I could not come to Juventus direct from Napoli because it would hurt the sentiments of the fans there. And I came from Chelsea. Now I've come from Chelsea, so I think they won't mind it or something like that, he said, which clearly showed that he used Chelsea as a stepping stone to go to Juventus. Otherwise, which manager would leave the club after just winning the Europa League, everything being done to get his kind of players? He got Jorginho ahead of Manchester City, who were also desperate to sign him. So there was no point of leaving the club at that point of time. It's not as if our situation where the club is not giving you the players that you want. So it clearly showed that he wanted to.
Oh my God! Messi, what a goal! Messi just scored an amazing goal, and Ospina is just looking like an idiot as always.
And Perisic just scored for Bayern Munich.
This Messi goal is just the way he gets. Well, the way he just perseveres and gets the ball back and just finds the left bottom corner here is brilliant.
I wonder who Chelsea fans are going to blame this week for Chelsea being so shit, because
that's a UEFA agenda, isn't it?
Last week they blamed the blooming referee. Oh God, I've seen so many Chelsea fans go, "Oh, it's the referee's fault."
It's obviously the UEFA agenda, isn't it? That's what it is.
For some reason, we and Chelsea exchanged our luck that day. They got the poor decisions, they got the injuries, they got nothing going right for them.
And Ryan Fletcher still bangs on about agendas. I mean, he still doesn't get it. That it's pretty random. Yeah. He still doesn't see that happens to everyone.
No, but for some reason, the UEFA made that change. I think Kevin Friend was supposed to be the referee for that game. At the last hour, in the last few hours, they've changed the referee, which is again drawing a bit of controversy. Why they have done that and what is happening to?
Yeah, but you don't know why. You don't know. The guy could be sick. He could be not. Be injured.
No, it was none of that. It is in the media. If you see the reports, everyone is talking about it. They have no clue why a referee finaled his second consecutive FA Cup final, I think it was, and why was he in charge? He was made in charge in the last few hours. Kevin Friend, there is no report that he was sick, because if that was the case, then it would have been shut down and the entire thing would have been tossed away. But because he was made a referee of a second FA Cup final, which has never happened before, there was still a lot of talk about it, and no one knows why. What was the reason?
So it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean there's any reason for it. It doesnn mean there's any reason for it. It's always just you selected.
Yeah, that Chadwick saying Chelsea would have fired Sarri if they had won the Europa League, because he basically let Kepa mug him off, didn't he? In that League Cup final, when he refused to come off, he just let him stay on, didn't he? He didn't.
Sarri wasn't the manager. Sarri wasn't the manager. He was just a guy trying to smoke at Stamford Bridge. The real manager was Kepa.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a joke. That was.
I'm saying, come on, Bayern, 5 more.
Gattuso, the Napoli manager, he looks like he comes straight from a mafia film.
Yeah, there you go. Sarri can't sub off the assistant coach. Meaning Kepa. That is stupid, though. Could you imagine if somebody did that to Arteta? He would probably storm on and grab him off. Like, how can you disrespect your manager like that?
That's ridiculous. You should have got. You should have got a huge fine for that.
Not just fine. The thing was, if the assistant referee had held up the board, the player had to come off. There would have been no choice. But Sarri changed his decision.
Hudson-Odoi just scored. Chelsea scored. Callum Hudson-Odoi.
Yeah, I said it would happen.
2-1.
Well,
So
we all agreed. So
they've still got as much chance of going through as Arsenal have of winning the Premier League next season.
I'm just happy Messi got a goal, Ronaldo got 2, and Lewandowski got 1. But unfortunately, I'm not in the league so far. I'll be joining from the next round.
tell you what, Barcelona are moving the ball around quite well.
Yeah, if only they
I
did that
think-
in the league.
I think Barca's going through as well.
Yes,
Yeah,
they are.
Yeah, they're 2-0 up now, 3-1 on aggregate.
Yeah, Napoli will
Yeah,
have
I
to do a Liverpool in the second half.
They're playing with a couple of. They've rested a couple of players, or they're injured. I don't know. Barcelona not playing with the full.
Omar says a
full team.
stunner from the GOAT.
If Napoli scores a couple of goals, makes it 2-2, and it will be them going through. And Tyrone is saying that goal was ruled offside. The Hudson-Odoi one.
Oh, the
Chelsea
goal was ruled. Chelsea goal was ruled out.
So Sam, the bet is still on.
It just gets worse. It gets worse for Chelsea, doesn't it?
But who's bet against you though? That's the thing. I haven't bet against you. So who's bet?
It's just a friendly bet. It's just a friendly bet. Anyone can.
Yeah.
Anyone can. We're not putting anything on the line right now.
Yeah, do drive the likes up, everybody, and do hit the subscribe if you are new to the channel.
I hope someone doesn't pop up in the chat in the 89th minute, and if they haven't scored a goal, says, "Okay, I bet against you now."
We got Stimpy who's just joined.
Hey.
He's obviously just finished his stream, his marathon stream. I bet he's absolutely shattered.
Yeah, he must be completely shattered now.
Yeah, in the last few minutes of that stream, I think he had.
Taib
what
said
he was
Sam is
saying.
the Poon Doctor.
I was just watching Simpy's stream towards the end. In the last few minutes, he was completely going blank in between. He was like so tired and probably hungry.
Yeah. Big up Simpy
Gnabry
for doing it.
Gnabry nearly got a goal there. Jesus.
He'll probably
He said
post
he's
London.
making a sandwich.
Gnabry, if he scores again, London is red again tonight. Do you guys think if Arteta helps us win the Premier League in the 3 to 4 year next period, and the Bayern don't manage to win anything in Europe, do you think Gnabry may consider coming back to Arsenal?
It's a possibility. It's a possibility. I don't think that's impossible. No, I don't think so.
But definitely, I think we'll have to win the league for that.
Yeah, we'd have to have something to offer for him. Obviously, something for him to feel worthwhile leaving Bayern Munich.
I think, to be honest, next season our aims is got to be getting into that Champions League, either via the Europa League.
Scored again.
3-0.
3-0. Bloody hell! They just completely fucking Napoli in the bum here, like a virgin on prom night.
Simpy, imagine, Simpy, I know you're watching. If I was in this game week, Lewandowski 1, Messi 2, Ronaldo 2.
And it's basically Messi again. Just makes it look easy. Makes it look so easy. The guy's just incredible. Wow. 3-1. Ospina just looks like an idiot as normal. Yeah, 3-0.
I would have had 50 odd points from my attack.
I'm glad we got rid of him. Fucking hell.
So
he looked better on international duty than he looked for the club. That is something that I've noticed with Ospina.
Yeah, well, it just doesn't get as much happening then, probably. I don't know. Napoli, they haven't. I don't know. It's 3-0. It's not good, is it? 31 minutes played. 3-0. Oh, they're doing a VAR check now, a goal check. Of course they are. Jesus Christ. You can never have a fucking goal anymore now without a VAR check.
Yeah, I think they should. I think what they should do is they should have the VAR check immediately while the goal. I mean, just it is when it is done. Like at the
Well,
same
it's
time that
supposed to
people are
be.
celebrating.
The whole VAR check's supposed to be if it's something that's clearly they think could be clearly wrong or something they clearly should check. But now they just check. Now they just check everything. They just use it for everything. You know, it's ridiculous. There's nothing wrong with that goal.
Chadwick is saying it hit Messi's hand.
No, I didn't. It hit his chest, didn't it?
That depends now on what VAR says.
Or did it touch his hand after? Come on, for fuck's sake.
If it was VAR
somebody called Matt Dooley has put load of explosions on the blooming there.
Oh, it's a handball. He's ruled it a handball, so it's not a goal. It's not a Messi goal. Handball, free kick. It's fucking hell.
Yeah, so do smash the like on the video, guys, and do smash the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Or
if it was VAR in England, they would have probably given a foul if Ospina handled it too.
Good. Napoli lucky there then, because I mean they're supposed to be 3-0 down now.
yeah, I can't see Napoli getting back into that game. So the only English team that's left in it is Man City.
Has the draw been made?
Yeah, Man City, Lyon. It's already a known
Right.
draw.
Yeah, Man City, Lyon.
Oh, they should manage that.
We'll get a look at that. I wonder if we'll get a look at that Brazilian kid that's linked to Arsenal.
How does that? I mean, that is a very, very strict handball judgment there. It's barely touch his arm.
Anything that is handball in the build-up to a goal is a handball.
Yeah.
Tyrone's saying, would Real Madrid have won yesterday if they had Ramos and Ronaldo?
If they had
Probably.
Ramos, they would have won it. Ramos would have scored at least one.
Yeah, if Real Madrid won the Champions League, they wouldn't let Ramos carry the trophy. I think Ramos and Aubameyang have obviously they need them practicing on how to hold trophies properly.
I think with respect to Aubameyang, I thought he was doing a theatrical. I don't think he actually dropped it.
He dropped it. He dropped it.
He did drop it.
He dropped it. Everyone said he dropped it. He dropped it.
He didn't realize that you left the bottom. He went to take the whole thing.
You saw that. You saw he didn't realize. He didn't realize how to lift the trophy. How to handle it.
Okay.
It's like I said many times
they need
before.
to have a single piece trophy.
It's like I said many times before. At least he didn't drop Steve Morrow.
No, he's a player I wouldn't mind at Arsenal. Goretzka. I think he's a quality player. I would take him at Arsenal all day long.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
He's a decent player. So
I think
I want to ask you guys. Do you believe those reports that Coutinho was at Arsenal's training ground, or do you reckon it's just?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. because I was reading today. There's apparently there's been pictures. So I'm not sure which website, whether it is Bayern Munich's own website or one of the fan websites or whatever. They had pictures from the training ground today, and Coutinho was at their he was at their training session today. So either that was in the morning. So either he's jetted off to London after their training session, or it's bullshit.
But when are they saying? They're saying that he was there. Was it on yesterday or Thursday at Arsenal's training ground? I don't think they were saying that he was there today. I think they were saying that he was there either yesterday or Thursday.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean yesterday. That's what I mean yesterday.
Which mean he could. Which mean he. It's. I mean, it's not impossible. You know, players. It's not impossible to fly from.
No, because he was pictured. It was pictured. Apparently he was pictured at the morning, taking part in the morning training session in Germany. You know, for Bayern Munich. And then apparently later in the day he's reported at Colney, and people are saying, well, that's unlikely. He was at Colney if he was at the training session in the morning. But yeah, he could have jumped in a private jet, because that what's his name? That Girappione, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Private jet, isn't he? So he probably just jetted him across.
Tyrone saying Coutinho's on Bayern's bench. Yeah, but listen, I personally. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe that he was at the training ground, because where's the pictures? Like that's the thing. Like, where's the pictures? If there were pictures of him there, you could possibly say, okay, maybe there's obviously it's got truth to it. You can't really lie in pictures unless you do Photoshop. But I mean, I don't necessarily think that. I don't necessarily think that, you know, the Coutinho deal is off. I think we could still get him, but I don't think he was there. I don't think he was there this week at the
probably
training.
Not there. But the reports are that he has agreed personal terms. It's now just to between Arsenal and Barcelona to agree the type of loan it's going to be, whether it's going to be a loan where there's either he can either go back voluntarily or they'll be with a purchase that Arsenal have to buy him after a year.
So Taib says, how much cum does a gay guy have?
Yeah, I can see.
A buttload. That's hilarious. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, they're thrashing out apparently the deal, what kind of loan deal it's going to be, and apparently looks like that Gabriel, that Brazilian defender, looks like it's a done deal now as well, because apparently he's not in the team, and his shirt's been removed. His shirt's been removed from their shop as well,
and it's been given to another player.
Yeah, his numbers even.
That's why a lot of people are saying as well. That's why they think the Aubameyang deal's done, because they're still printing. The Arsenal are still printing shirts, like they're getting the pre-made shirts with his name on, and they that's why they're saying that he could possibly sit.
Yeah, I believe that even if he was going, Arsenal would still print Aubameyang shirts.
I don't know, because usually when players leave, they stop printing them, don't they? Unless somebody specifically requests them, they stop printing them, like they did with Sanchez. I remember when Van Persie. When Van Persie was, there's a chance he could go up. You couldn't get a shirt of his for dust. Yeah, like you could get it, but they weren't printing them in bulk.
See, the question with Aubameyang is not just whether he's leaving or not. It could be that he may just stay for one more year without extending. So why will they stop printing his shirt? And one more thing, Aubameyang jerseys were the highest purchased Arsenal jerseys in recent times, until Kieran Tierney just overtook him. I just shared that report as well from the Scottish Sun, that he most had name at the back of the Arsenal jersey, which just happened recently.
Omar says Messi is a joy to watch. He's the greatest. Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think Messi is. Listen, I think he's the greatest player. Although it's a close run thing because I think obviously Ronaldo is quality. We all know Ronaldo, and then you've got like the players like Mbappe. I think Mbappe is quality. I tell you what, Jesus, that guy, I could watch him play all day, every day because that guy just.
Got potential penalty check here, VAR for Barcelona. Koulibaly maybe kicks Messi. Koulibaly hasn't had a good game, to be honest. And listen, this Koulibaly is so highly rated, but all the games I've seen him play in the Champions League, he's been crap.
I don't rate Koulibaly. Like, even when we played against Napoli, we were ripping
Yeah, he wasn't
one
good.
every time.
He wasn't good against us. We got past him easily.
I think he's only good in Italy because the Italian league is slow. Fucking hell, I could be good in the Italian league. Do you know what I mean? Jesus Christ. Do you know what I mean?
I think in a better system, I think he would do better. Napoli has a decent system, but Gattuso is not exactly a defensive manager. If you see, if he had,
but the thing is, he's just making so many mistakes. He just has so many mistakes in him.
No, that is what I'm trying to say.
Melina says, "Big up, Dr. Greenwood. What joke do you have for us today?"
I suppose I could find a joke sometime soon.
If you remember Koulibaly against Liverpool and those games under Ancelotti when they beat Liverpool, the system was much more defensive and looked way better, and they were actually beating Liverpool even though they were scoring goals. So I don't think Gattuso is a defense-minded manager in terms of his managerial skills. So and Chelsea scored Abraham, as Tyrone is saying.
Abraham.
I think, yeah, Abraham. But what I was saying is, with respect to this, I think it also depends upon the manager.
Yeah.
If listen, that's a cop out. That's a complete cop out. You can't blame someone's play on the manager. I mean, unless you play someone completely out of position. If you're a left back and the manager plays you as a central striker or whatever, okay. Then the manager's got to say,
Rebenite who's just joined.
Everyone blamed Emery for Xhaka and Mustafi, and Arteta transformed them.
Listen, if there's no midfield, right, and everyone can just attack you, and you're getting 50, you're getting 50 attacks at you every 5 minutes, that's a different story because then you're under so much pressure, you have to break. But Napoli have quite a decent midfield. They're quite a decent team. So, I think that's just a cop-out for Koulibaly. He's supposed to be one of the highest-rated defenders in Europe. I'm just saying, all the games I've seen him play, including the one today, he hasn't looked very good.
Have you seen him play against Liverpool?
I didn't see him against Liverpool. I've seen him against us 2 times. I've seen him play 3 or 4 games in the Champions League now this season. Yeah, he hasn't looked very good right now. Today against Barcelona, now he hasn't looked good right now. He might have even caused a penalty on Messi. We're still waiting for the answer.
Penalty, apparently, simply
right. So has it been given? So yeah, so that's Koulibaly that's given away a penalty.
And I think against Messi, a lot of defenders anyway struggle.
If I remember rightly, didn't Koulibaly give away a penalty when we were playing them in the Europa League in the home tie? I might be wrong on that, but I know he did something in that game which everybody was like, "Oh, Koulibaly, we got to worry about him." And I remember being there at the game and saying to my friend who went with me, I said, "Listen, he's so overrated," and I genuinely believe that Koulibaly is overrated. I really do. I think if Man City get him, because they're talking about getting him, aren't they, as well? I think he's got a lot of mistakes in him. So yeah, I do think he's overrated.
And Suarez just put it away neatly from the penalty spot. So now it's 3-0. Yeah, Napoli are basically just getting stuffed.
Mr. Arsenal podcast. He said you can't say he's a great defender because he played well against Liverpool.
Bum 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 bum.
Chadwick saying Suarez is looking old.
Yeah, he's not the same player he used to be, but he
needs
put
to go
away
to
the
Italy
penalty.
now.
Yeah. Yeah, Suarez is probably bitten off more than he can chew.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a bit of a cannibal, isn't he?
You play against Suarez, you get a fucking love bite or something. Do you know what I mean? You end up with a hickey coming off the pitch.
I totally feel that his wife really must love him for some of the things. Are we waiting for the Seagulls to say something?
Tyrone says Suarez told Barcelona
Oh, I can't really hear
to
him.
find a replacement.
Yeah, and they went and signed Braithwaite. That's what they did for Dembele, but eventually Suarez going, Braithwaite in.
Yeah, so get your chats in, guys. Obviously, it's half time in the Chelsea game, which obviously Chelsea have got to get 4 more goals to go through, which ain't happening.
Lampard must be giving them the nutrition bars so that they have energy before they get spanked again. If you want, I will start a debate because Ryan is already having a debate in the chat. So I can go on.
She get him on.
But then we'll go totally off topic and away from the watch along. Napoli got a penalty. Chadwick is saying.
Yep. Just saw that now. God. Charity. So Insigne is going to take it.
Jesus Christ. Ryan has said apparently he'll end you if you want that debate. Really? Chill out, everybody in the chat. Debates are good, but
I got 2 years of stats to back my say. Just because he has a few bad games does not mean he's shit. It also depends on the manager who's managing. Yeah.
Do drive the likes up, everybody, and do subscribe to the channel and like the Facebook page.
Ryan's out for blood.
Napoli needs 2
and
more goals.
Insigne scored.
Yep.
Apparently, Chadwick's saying it was a light penalty. It was a.
Yeah, and Gattuso looks like a blown up mafioso.
If they score 2 more, they go through Barca out. Ronaldo and Messi will be playing together in a friendly match.
Chadwick saying total Mike Dean shit call. Yeah, how many penalties have been in that fucking Barcelona-Napoli game?
2 already, right?
Yeah, it's been 2, but there's been 2.
There's been more. The amount of penalties in that game. You think Man United were playing? Jesus Christ!
Yeah, but he gave it to both sides, so it can't be Man United. Man United would take all for them and none for us.
Melina's put Barcelona. Ryan's asking thoughts on Pirlo being the new coach of
Be interesting to see. Be interesting to see. He was an excellent player, of course, but I don't know what his coaching credentials are.
They're taking a huge risk. I hope it doesn't turn out to be like a friendly situation.
Yeah, but then people said that we're taking a huge risk with Arteta, aren't we? So I suppose, listen, then, and we've...
Hey. Arteta was an excellent cone placer, okay? He placed cones in just the right position, okay? Yeah. He did that for quite a while under Pep Guardiola, and he shaved Guardiola's beard. So, he did a really good job.
And also,
and
Arteta's won a trophy.
Yes, it's true.
Which you can see
within 6 months.
One more reason I'm saying that is because Pochettino is heavily linked with both Juventus and
he won.
I'm surprised Allegri hasn't found a new job. Allegri and also Pochettino. I thought Pochettino would have a new job by now.
Because was it isn't Arteta?
No, I think he'll have it at the end of the season.
Is it the first manager at Arsenal to win a trophy as a player and a coach?
Yeah, I think so. Pretty much.
Yeah, I think that is the
first manager to win a.
That is the record that any. No, I was saying I think he's the only one who has done it in the Premier League era, and both Lampard and he were in contention for breaking that record or making that record rather. If you remember, if Lampard did it, he would have also been the first. If Arteta did it, he would have been the first, and Arteta did it first.
Tyrone says Bayern versus Barca.
That'd be a good game. Yeah, Revenite saying Arteta spoke sweet words to Raheem and the lads. Yeah, he was a real right whisperer, that one. Whispering in their ears in the changing rooms. You got to go out and play, my son. He did magic for him. He was like a horse whisperer, if they were horses.
No, but then Sterling's haircut is inspired by Pep.
Chadwick, do you like whiskey? Chadwick just strikes me as the kind of person who likes whiskey.
Yeah. Do drive the likes up, everybody.
So it's half time at the moment in the matches.
Yeah, it's half time.
Half time.
Yeah,
Chadwick's asking Simpy if he shaves Mark Dean's bald head. He has
I like that reference. Simpy being called Draco Malfoy by Melina. He shaves Voldemort's head.
I see Chadwick. He likes the whiskey. Yeah, I bet he likes. I bet he likes his ladies like he likes his whiskey. 15 years old and full of coke.
He prefers tequila. He said he prefers tequila.
Yeah.
15 years old and full of coke.
Sly.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Sly.
He'd get arrested for that. He'd get arrested for that.
He would do. He would. Not in the right countries, though.
Simpy saying that smash the likes or I will lose my next game of Fortnite. But I would still last longer than Sari.
Simpy said smash the likes or Nitesh will lose his game of Fortnite.
But I'll still last longer than Sari.
So I got a nice, very easy, nice little joke for you here. What's the difference between Frenchman and toast?
Anyway, Chadwick, I've got a bone to pick with you. You're giving it.
I was just telling a joke. Did you hear me?
Oh, sorry, Sam. Sorry, Sam.
You don't listen, do you?
No, so do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? Because I'm so busy reading the chats out, and I've got him going. I've got him going. Yeah, sorry, mate. Sorry.
That's okay.
The
I was going to say,
Frenchman.
What's the difference between Frenchman and toast?
The toast can't get laid.
you can actually make soldiers out of toast.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Yeah, sorry about that. Do you know what it is? Because I've got so much a noise overload because I've got the stream in one ear and then I've got the voice reading out the chats in the other ear, and I forget the bloody you guys are talking in the background. So yeah, what I was gonna say is Chadwick, you're giving it some lip in the chat, but when are you coming on? When are you coming on the stream?
He never comes on, does he? He never comes on.
When are you coming on the stream?
He's just a tease, isn't he? Like that bird in the nightclub with big tits, over in the corner, just a tease.
Cheddar said Chadwick likes his whiskey 50 years old and in a barrel.
Yeah, that's another way. Definitely. Simpy says Letitia's got a Nottingham Forest shirt on again. Yeah, I know. I can see he got his Nottingham Forest shirt on again. Bloody Nottingham Forest supporter he is.
Naughty Game Forest. Naughty Game Forest. $24 Melina's asking me if I can do a 24-hour stream with XXX content. I can talk about XXX content for 24 hours. If you can get me 50 viewers, I'll do it. Done.
Oh,
it's a deal.
Chadwick said he could come on after half time.
That's what she said.
Right, okay, Chadwick, give him the link. Let's bring him on. Let's see what this guy can do.
I'll DM you the link, Chadwick.
Chadwick, remember one thing. If you come on stream, everyone will know how old you are.
And Ryan's asking, has Chadwick run out of money? Okay, he's in the office heading home in 20 minutes. I'll send him the link.
Let's see. When he gets home, we'll probably find some way of getting out of it.
And Taib has another joke.
Taib. I'll let Sam read that one out.
What does a push-up bra and a bag of chips have in common? When you open them, they're both half empty. That's a good one. I like that one. It's a good one. Well done, Taib.
I'll send it to a few girls who will not abuse me, probably. Now that I think of it, let me not send it.
Big up to Howard Royal in the chat. I think you might be one of the people watching on Facebook.
There was a Real Madrid fan on Facebook watching. I don't know where he went.
Yeah. I seen a couple watching.
I think he got eliminated from the Champions League. And now Cheddar's has been inspired.
Zidane's back.
What do a penis and a Rubik's Cube have in common? The more you play with it, the harder it gets. Yeah, nice one. I like that one. That's a good one. That's a good one. I've got some real sick jokes, but I don't know if people here can handle them. We might get reported.
Those who are watching on Facebook, do subscribe to the channel as well, the YouTube channel if you're new.
Ryan is inspiring me to send the joke to my Essex female friend. I better not, with all the statuses that keep coming on her profile. I better not.
Give me a sec. Let me send this link to Chadwick. Let me send this to Chadwick. Fuck's sake.
I actually like that idea that Melina gave. We should have a 24-hour triple X stream.
What's the difference between a hooker and a drug dealer? A hooker can wash a crack and resell it. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, exactly.
Let's see.
We can talk about football. We can have the jokes in. We can have people putting in jokes, doing such stuff. I don't mind this idea. I like it.
I'll never forget my granddad's last words. He said to me just before he died, "Are you still holding the ladder?" I kid.
A ladder that only a few a few specific people can climb.
Why was the leper ice hockey game cancelled? There was a face off in the corner.
I wonder if Kevin is playing with the ladder. I don't know where he is.
Yeah, where's Kevin gone? He's disappeared, hasn't he?
I think his RedTube career has taken off.
Yeah.
Not seen him in such a long time. I thought he was going to be on Simpy's stream, but he just disappeared. Maybe he was trying to make another AFTV, but it became FTV. I don't know, something like that.
I just read that someone in London gets stabbed every 52 seconds. Poor guy. That guy who gets stabbed every 52 seconds, he's unlucky. Really unlucky he is.
I thought you were going to add with the penis.
Oh, that'll be a good game. RB Leipzig versus Atletico Madrid.
I think Leipzig without Werner will fall short, like some guys do when they have to perform.
So yeah, not much is going on in this game.
Are we back? We're getting there. Nearly.
Mount just had a shot saved by Neuer.
Do you guys think that Neuer is still good enough to be Germany's number one, or is that just a charity case now? Because Bayern Munich saved his career, international career, when he was about to be replaced by Ter Stegen. So, do you guys think that he's still good enough, or it's just a case of charity now?
I think it's just he has a job from. He's the captain as well, isn't he? So I think he keeps it until he either just completely becomes shit or I think it's a bit of a charity case now, really.
Those cheddars, that's hilarious.
When is it acceptable to hit a dwarf? When he dances with your wife and says her hair smells nice. That's a good one. How do you know if you've got a high sperm count? If your bird has to chew before she swallows.
Yeah.
There are other ways also. I could do an experiment with 10 women. I didn't understand the comment by Howard Royal.
Yeah, I just saw that. I was. I just read that. I was a little bit kind of.
I think he's in the wrong chat. I think he's either high off his tits on LSD or mescaline or something like that, or he's just in the wrong chat.
When I initially saw it, I read Hawkstone as Cockstone, so can't say anything more.
Yeah, unless it was a bad joke or something.
This one's for you, Daniel. You ready?
Yeah, you're
good. Did you hear about the blind man who bled to death trying to read a cheese grater?
Poor guy.
Yeah.
There are things that you should never finger, and that's one of them.
Exactly.
Even though it's got holes.
It's got loads of holes.
Yep.
Little Sally said to her mummy, Mummy, I saw little Johnny's penis today. Mummy was not amused. You shouldn't be seeing things like that at your age, she said. Little Sally replied, it was like a peanut. Mummy relaxed slightly and chuckled. Why, was it that small? And so little Sally says, no, it just tasted really salty. What do you call a psychic midget wanted by the police? A small, medium, at large. I like that. That's good. Very good.
With all the jokes coming in, I think I will definitely schedule that one live stream. We need one like this.
Can I just say to everybody, if anyone's interested, there's not much going on in the game.
They're both pretty much hammered and done, aren't they? Really, I mean, it's they're pretty much done by. Let's see, Napoli are pressing a little bit now in the second half of Barcelona. They're just going to soak this up. They're 4-2 up on aggregate.
I don't think I can use XXX in the title, but I can use our keyword poon.
So what do you call a prostitute with a runny nose? Full.
Oh, that's all right. So we've got 18 people watching on YouTube and 7 watching on Facebook. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all.
Unfortunately, the people on Facebook must be wondering what the hell is going on. And the ones on Facebook already know.
So yeah, you guys watching on Facebook as well, I can see your comments. So if you post them up there, I can see those as well as the YouTube comments. I don't want you guys thinking that I can't see those comments. So yeah, we can see those as well.
Yes.
I was just gonna say Daniel didn't mean that literally, but but I didn't want to go into too much of those kind of jokes.
We have fun.
I think the games are done. Like, it's just now. I don't think either of the teams will mess things up now.
Let's have a look.
Gattuso is just trotting around like a crazy mafia man.
Imagine if Napoli scores 2 goals, okay, and Barca get eliminated for the second year in a row in embarrassing fashion.
Yeah, that would be
Pochettino,
terrible.
there are already rumors that Pochettino may either go to Juventus, which was the rumor. I don't know now. He may not go there. So the other place he could go is Barcelona. So
Yeah,
if the manager gets loses today, gets knocked out, he's gonna be sacked. Probably Pochettino gone to Barca.
could do. Could do. Cheddar's dyslexic guy walks into a bra. I like that one. That's good. That's good.
That's hilarious.
So my wife hates it when I go for a shit with the door open. I don't know what her problem is. I still keep my eyes on the road.
That's brilliant.
Hasn't Melina been asking these same questions on Simpy stream as well? At least the second one I think I saw there as well.
It'd be interesting to see how Saliba and that Gabriel, if they line up together. I'd like to see that.
The problem is I think then Arteta will become a bit like Pep. He'll have 7 centre backs to choose from. Unless we sell anyone.
Tayyip, well done, mate. He's got a, when do bras get lunch at a restaurant? That's good. Well done. Well done. I like it.
That is brilliant.
Tyrone is saying Liverpool will win the league.
Liverpool win the league. Yeah, I saw that one.
Don't know. Really don't know.
I think it will be either City or United. It's going to be a Manchester club. I get that feeling.
Not with Solskjaer. I don't think he can do it.
Anyone could win the league when your club is spending 200 odd million for you every summer window. Now who's this Ryan Reeves?
It became harder for me. I even got Mike, my social worker, sacked. But luckily for me, I made him return. We found out it was me. Okay. Very random.
So Ryan, I just want to say one thing to you. Maybe you never had enjoyed the pleasure of being spanked. And Melina put that in a very, I won't say, I don't know what kind of way, but yeah, I have been up for a while, just like Simpy, but I wanted to have your beautiful opinion, Nitish.
Evening, Steve. Hope you're well.
Steve, is he here?
Wasn't it his birthday yesterday? Or was that
his birthday all the time, isn't it? I think it's just a troll they got going. It's his birthday all the time, isn't it?
Okay, no idea then. And the other Ryan, Mr. Russell podcast is saying Ryan Reeves is Luca in disguise.
I'll be back.
Yeah, no worries. So yeah, Chelsea are not really doing much in this game.
I think I told you this yesterday, or was it I told Simpy? I don't remember that. I hope that Chelsea score the first goal And I think I said it at the start of the stream as well, because otherwise it will be a dead tie. And so that is how things are. And a lot of people were saying that N'Golo Kante coming back, we can probably do something, we can win the midfield battle, but not apparently not. They did get one goal, but I think that's not going to be enough for them, obviously. Like, even to beat Chelsea, even to beat Bayern.
Yeah, Chelsea. I think they're I think they're ending their season with a bit of a whimper.
Yeah. I think their only realistic hope of winning something this season was the FA Cup. So any Chelsea fan who said that, like, we were not bothered about the FA Cup too much, or any City fan, they have no idea what they're talking about. I think Lampard wanted to win and Pep wanted to win the FA Cup as much as any other manager.
Yeah. Do drive the likes up, everybody, and do subscribe to the channel if you're new. And do like the Facebook page as well, The Blind Gooner. Apparently Coutinho's coming on.
What happened to Chadwick coming on? I thought Chadwick was going to come on. Let's hope that he does.
Yeah, where's Chadwick, everybody?
Yeah, I think he said about 20 minutes.
Come on, Chadwick, you can make it to the stream.
You can do it. You can do it.
And another one, Elliot. I was very grateful. Becky and Dawn took me in. I was in bad mood because my boyfriend dumped me last week. Then I thought out Dillian was gay, which I
Who are
shocked.
those glowing people?
By then I helped him overcome his problems.
Who are they?
Look at bots. There's a little like bots.
Guess who made his return to YouTube, and guess when the bot starts coming in?
Yeah. I don't know because StreamYard didn't tell you whether they're on Facebookers or on YouTubers or.
No, they're on YouTube. It shows here. They're on YouTube.
Oh, does it tell you that they're on YouTube?
Yeah, there's a symbol, the YouTube symbol on there by their avatar.
Oh, okay. So even all of them are on YouTube then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because he's on YouTube. He who should not be named.
Well, there are mods in the chat, so do the honors and clean house, so to speak.
What's his new channel called? My Life as Luca or something like that. Luca, this is my life or something like that.
Unfortunately, it's not lucrative. Ryan is saying, Nitish, send me a link, please. Ha ha ha. Ryan, I would send you a link, but you would have to say that like 10 times first. That's the password we had. Finally,
find
Taib
out.
has a question. Taib has a question.
What's that?
Who
Yeah.
was more in the Vieira mold, Diaby or Momo Sissoko?
Diaby.
I miss Momos.
Diaby. Apart from his injuries, Diaby.
But don't you think it was a bit too early to call him, like compare him with Vieira?
Yeah,
Daniel? Yeah, because just when he started playing some good football, he was already injured.
Yeah.
Yeah, Belby was excellent, wasn't he? Before he had all those injuries.
Jeff Kocher is saying Chelsea gone today, Barcelona gone next week. Seems like a Bayern Munich fan.
Who is that?
Jeff Kocher from Facebook. Kocher. How do you pronounce it?
What did he say? Sorry, what was his comment?
Chelsea gone today and Barcelona gone next week. Sounds like a Bayern Munich fan. And another one. Hilary Hansard. I was having such a promising career until Mike Johnson ended it for good. Then I became a coach for the school team. A year later, I recognized Mike Johnson come to school and then I wanted revenge. Hillary, if you wanted revenge, you should probably suck Mike Johnson's cock.
Yeah, they must be bots because I just looked at Facebook and all the people who are watching on Facebook aren't any of those names. So they must be YouTube bots or so, or blooming people pissing around. I guess
Yeah, they're
Saturday
all
night is.
bots.
I guess Saturday night is where you're getting all the flipping. You're getting all the. You guys on Facebook though as well. If you do want to subscribe to the Blind Gooner on YouTube, you guys. I'd appreciate if you guys do that as well. But yeah, I think there's like 4 people watching on Facebook.
Big up to everyone on Facebook.
Hey.
Yeah. And it says there's 22 on YouTube watching. So yeah, I guess there's. I guess the.
Simply saying that he knows that the reference that the bots are making. Is it some movie? I don't know. It's a TV show, he's saying.
It's a movie. I guess they're in the wrong chat.
If it is someone else, then probably I don't know what he's trying. If they're just having fun, then that is fine. But if it is something else, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't
There
know
is a
what's more
question from
worrying.
the Arsenal. Yeah, which one?
I said I don't know what's more worrying. This crap the bots are doing, or the fact that Simbi knows what they're referring to, what TV show he must be watching.
Yeah, well, there's 7. We got 7 viewers on Facebook, so I'm quite pleased with that. We're actually getting quite, considering I haven't really got many people like the page. I've only got there's 7 people that have stayed tuned in. So that's big up to you guys on Facebook. Considering my page has only just taken off quite recently, so big up to all you guys who's actually tuning in. We can see your comments, so put them down in there. And we're waiting for Chadwick. Where the bloody hell's Chadwick?
He's bottled it again like Tottenham Hotspur. He's bottled it again like Tottenham Hotspur, isn't he?
Yeah.
He bottled it, yeah.
There was one question from the Arsenal Misfit. What is going on at Barca? I thought I read somewhere they're unloading 13 players or so. Is it true or was it just BS?
I'm not quite sure what's going on with Barcelona, to be honest. I haven't really followed their camp for a while.
Spanish clubs don't have money. That is as simple as that. But I don't think they're going to unload 13 players. If they unload 13 players, rather they would just sell Messi.
Hold on.
I think Messi, if they ever want to unload 13 players, I think Messi can be sold and they will make the money for 13 players by selling one player. They may buy another 5 or 6 with that money itself.
Yeah. Wonder if they'll ever sell him though. I don't think they will.
I think it's not just about that. I think if they get eliminated from the Champions League against Bayern Munich, he may also consider leaving because he's already 33. It's not it won't be anything. No one will question his loyalty or anything anymore. Even if he leaves and he wants to go somewhere else.
Okay, so apologies, Chad. I've just seen a message from Chadwick, so he should be coming in shortly. He asked me to send it to his email rather than Twitter, so I've just done that.
That reminded me of a joke. I think I searched for how I don't remember something related to Messi. I think I think it was how tall is Messi or something like that, and one of the search results was how do I get taller or something like. I don't remember what was the exact search, but I think I searched something related to Messi, and there were all sorts of searches coming up. How do I get taller? How do I get smarter? How do I get a lot of things, which I don't want to mention right now. When you search that something related to Messi's height.
What are the latest chats? What have we got? I'm not at that. I'm way behind the chat. So.
Not really much about any of the games, really.
Yeah.
Just about Cisse. Why are they suddenly obsessed with Cisse?
I don't know. It's just not really. I don't think he's that great, to be honest. He's okay, isn't he? Not brilliant. Wasn't he? We're talking about Cisse. We're talking about the Cisse who used to play, right? That's the.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was decent. He wasn't brilliant. He was decent, wasn't he? He wasn't. He didn't set the fire. He didn't set the world on fire exactly, did he?
I think he wasn't neither underrated nor overrated. I think he was right there in between. And he got his due respect when he played well. As simple as that. Even Lukaku gets his due respect when he plays well. So he was like another Lukaku level kind of player who played well in certain games and was not there in other games. Simple.
Yeah.
And Bayern 3-1.
Yeah. I think Chelsea's hopes of going through is
Well, is their season done then, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, someone said Tolisso, the substitute, scored. Yep, he did. And who got
said
the
that? Who said that?
It was said by Simpy as well, and before him also Tyrone said it. Tolisso scored. Who got the assist, guys?
I don't know. I was watching the Barca game.
And again, who's this Jeffro Stevenson now?
Well, what's he saying? What shite is he?
Lewandowski got the assist. Yes, I should have been in the league. He was my captain. Anyways, he was again the same thing. Jeffro Stevenson. I was doing so well at Westfield. Blah 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 blah. Don't give a damn.
I can't find Lucas' channel. Can't remember what it was called, but
Yeah, he posted it on a comment on my channel. If you want to search for it, I'll send you the link.
See the spammers are out. I see the spammers are out. Spammers are out in force today. Jesus Christ!
Which of your channels, Ditish?
No, it was, I think, My Life is Luca or something like that. He called it on Beyond the Post. He put it on Beyond the Post in one of the videos. Wait, I'll just send you which one.
Okay, I'll go and check it now because I've got your.
He posted it on. No, wait, he did post it. I think on another one. Which one is this? Which video is this? One sec. Beware of the Corn. I did 2 of those. No, he put it on my personal channel. This is Luca's Life is the channel name that he has now.
Yeah.
On the video, Beware of the Corn, he put that his link.
This is Luca's Life.
Yeah.
Let's have a look here.
There it is. What you guys are accept to see.
We expect to see no bots.
Anyway, so here we go, guys.
And Chadwick is here.
Yeah. I'm going to add to him in right now. Let's...
Imagine you add Chadwick and it is Luca.
Hey guys, here he comes. Chadwick, there he goes.
Guys, how's it going?
Hey Chadwick.
Can you hear the game? Is it too loud?
No, you're fine. we can't hear it.
There he is. He's not a Russian bot.
No, I came back from the office, so I'm glad to get on here finally.
Yeah, that's cool.
Sam, this is what I drink right here, Sam.
Ooh.
Condigo. Tequila.
Wow. You can get messed up with that too.
At least you guys have something going on. I am in lockdown for the last 4 months.
You're never coming out, Nitish. That's it. That's it. You're there for the rest of your life now.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're never coming out.
I didn't want to come out when it was not locked, but now it is locked. I want to come out.
Where is it you live, Chadwick?
What?
Where do you live?
I live in Colorado, Denver.
All right. Okay.
I got my arsenal. It's not like
Yeah.
Simpy, this is the scarf that you need to have, not that one.
How many strangle wanks have you had with it?
What?
Sam, we may be inspiring some people who are watching to do something unconventional.
Denver, eh? Yeah, wow, yeah. It was the Mile High City. That's where Kroenke comes from, isn't it? Oh, that's why his KSC's all based there, isn't it?
The Kroenke
So we blame you then. Is that okay? Can we blame you?
Yeah, he owns the Rocky, or his son, not him, because he's a football owner now. So he owns the LA Rams. So here in America, you can't own multiple franchises, like from different sports. So his son, Josh, he owns the Avalanche, Denver Nuggets, and the Colorado Rapids.
Yeah. Right. None of them are any good, are they? Apart from the Rams. The Rams are decent.
That's why people get mad, because when they say, "Oh, we got no money," they've got plenty of money.
Hold on, give me 1 second.
And they can buy Rams, but they can't keep hold of Ramsey.
Oh my god.
But what happens? I mean, like as he said, if the same guy can't own these multiple clubs, so what happens beyond Stan? Like I'm just wondering. That was my first thought. Josh has to probably sell some of his properties then, beyond Stan.
Yeah, Stan Kroenke owns the Kroenke, sports. It's like some business that he has. So yeah, he trickles down his franchises to his son, and then I think Kroenke Sports owns the Avalanche. So he kind of moves them around. So he doesn't technically, he's not the owner, but he has his hands into it. Like he decides a lot of things.
Let's start a petition where we tell the FA that one owner can't have multiple sports clubs.
Yeah, get rid of him.
Yeah.
I think that is.
Get rid of him.
But I think too, because I know that Rams stadium that they're building in LA. It's him and the Chargers, their owner. They're splitting the cost. But that's over a couple $1 billion. That stadium's massive.
No, but I saw the story that the other owner, I don't know the exact name, he did not have enough money, so Kroenke took an additional loan to fill in for him.
Yeah, probably. And the thing is the LA Rams, they can't even sell out a game. So they're building this massive stadium, and I doubt they're going to even sell it out. Because LA is a weird market. There's not a lot. It's big in basketball, but football franchises don't do very well because they rather go to the beach and do other things on Sundays.
Yeah, because I've had all that before, haven't I? With the Oakland Raiders and all of that. It moved in and out a few times, and that's California. There, they've had a few different teams move around, haven't they?
Yep.
But what if they're actually planning to buy maybe an MLS club and share the stadium? Could that happen?
Well, MLS sucks. I mean, MLS they probably get 20,000 fans. It's not big here. The big sports are football, basketball, and baseball. Professional ones.
Yeah.
Because like the Broncos here in Denver, they sell out it seats 88,000 people. They sell it out every game.
Yeah.
And can you play NFL and baseball in the same stadium, or you need to have
usually no? They have done that, but usually you have your separate stadiums because it's so different.
So I think then maybe that's off the cards. Maybe he has some other plans. Who knows?
Yeah, we just have to.
You have any questions for me, Daniel?
Yeah. So what's it like over there at the moment with this whole COVID stuff? Is it pretty bad at the moment?
No,
where
it's
you
not.
are?
No, it's they're starting to open things back up. In Colorado, it's not too bad. I know in Florida and Texas and California, they're starting to get upticks with people
Yeah.
getting. But here, it's pretty good. I mean, I think we were in lockdown for about a month and a half, and that really helped. And actually, a lot of people weren't allowed to go. Businesses leave their house or their living area because all the businesses downtown Denver was closed. So they did a really good job in really containing it for about a month and a half. So then when they started reopening things, it got, we still get cases, but it's not as bad. They don't have an upswing at all. So yeah, I go to my work 3 to 4 times a week. The downtown, a lot of businesses are, if you can work remotely, you do that. So that's what we're doing. But, I like going down to the office just because it kind of feels more normal, than working at home. Because I have my place here, I have a view. I don't know if I can show you guys. My view is right on the pool. So I don't get a lot of I don't get a lot of work done if I'm working at home.
No, you're down there with all the bikini babes.
I just got a notification. Adam just booked his tickets to the States. He's coming to Colorado.
Yeah. Everyone party at Chadwick's.
Yeah, come on down. I got the tequila.
Yep. Oh, great. Looks nice. Nice little complex you're living in there. Lovely.
I have one question. Did those stories about the COVID parties that were happening in the US actually happen? Any idea?
I mean, people just do their own thing. Like, you can't. I mean, yeah, there's probably tons of parties. There's some people that don't even care. That's the part. That's why it's still a problem here in the US, because people didn't take it serious.
Yeah.
It is mad. It is crazy. And it is just.
Yeah, it's no good. No good.
I mean,
Chelsea are battering. Sorry, I mean Chelsea being battered by Bayern 4-1.
Yeah.
I think Chadwick is lagging a bit.
No, I mean here in the UK, it's not too bad at the moment. Like, it's in certain parts, like the northwest of England, it's got it pretty bad. But in the
Daniel,
where I am in the southwest, we don't have any cases. Like, we haven't had any deaths for about 2 months.
So Daniel, are you gonna sing "God Save the Queen"?
No, that's your job, mate.
No,
it's
your country's.
That's your.
Daniel will sing.
Okay. I'll sing "God Save the Queen" if you sing. What's it? The US thing, the US anthem.
Star Spangled Banner, isn't it?
Yeah. All right, you go first.
Do you know what? I always have a rule on this channel: guests first.
That's funny.
Chadwick can take some time. Chadwick, you can take some time, have some tequila, and then sing.
Yeah, that's what I would have to do.
Melina is saying, someone record this.
So Chadwick, how often do you get to? Obviously, I'm guessing it's not very often, but how often do you get to get over to London and go to a game, like an Arsenal game?
Well, yeah. So my ex-wife, her brother lived in Kingston and by Richmond, so we'd go there 2 times a year to London, to England. We usually go to like Spain, Barcelona, Portugal, Porto. We'd go and just travel around Europe. So yeah, well, obviously we're not together anymore. So I don't really know when I would go, but usually in the past 4 or 5 years it was 2 It was 2 times a year. But yeah, I liked it. I think Richmont's a really neat little town.
So I think anyone who liked the pool, anyone who liked the place where Chadwick is living, swipe right on Tinder. Swipe right on Tinder and Chadwick pops up.
Pool parties at Chadwick's.
Pool party.
Yeah.
Hence
Yeah,
why.
Richmond. You're
Hence
talking
why.
about Richmond in southwest London, right? Close to where Wimbledon is, right?
Yeah, it's pretty close. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a nice little area there. Yeah, it's a good area. Yeah.
And
Nice.
he lived in Kingston, which is close. It's kind of like a little. There's like a big park there. I don't know.
Kingston upon Thames or something like that. It's called, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice around there.
Yeah. So next time I come in, Daniel, you, I, myself, get Simpy, go have some dinner and drinks.
Yeah, definitely. We'll definitely have to catch up. That would be cool next time you're in London.
Yeah, I don't have.
Daniel.
I got to figure out where to. I can't. I might stay with Claude next time I come in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a good time with him. I think you can have a laugh with him.
I mean, he's only got a. I don't think he's only got like a 1-bedroom apartment. I think.
I know. I'm teasing. They wouldn't let me stay there.
Yeah. But there's no. Do you know what? Like I always say to, especially I always say to people who come to like England. There's, if you can. I know it's like it depends on everyone's expenses as well, but if you can stay out of London, there's some nice places outside of London as well. You know, like if you come and do like stay in the UK for say like a couple of weeks or something, there's a lot more. I find with London it's very expensive, like hotels and stuff, and like even the high-end hostels are really expensive, and it's
High-end brothels.
It's
I don't actually mind if I come to London, and if they're so short of money at Arsenal, probably they will let me tent at the Emirates and I'll stay there.
I mean, like like Sam, you know as well, like with hotels and stuff.
Yeah.
In London, you could be
hotels in London. First of all, hotels in London are horrible, apart from the really high-end ones.
Yeah,
if you're rich and you can stay in one of the nice ones, it's nice. But apart from that, all the hotels are like old converted townhouses with danky, stinky carpets and about 5 foot large,
you're staying in
room.
You're staying in like a broom cupboard. Yeah, like you could stand.
And it still costs. Yeah, you can reach the walls. You can stand and basically reach the walls by spreading out your arms. And it costs you like,
you could stand in the shower and take a piss at the same time, like literally.
You guys are motivating me now that I can get drunk there and puke anywhere.
Just about, and it still costs you 150 quid a night. I mean, it's a joke. It's so overpriced. Everything in London, all the hotels and everything are so overpriced. The standard is very poor, unless you get into one of the nice hotels. Of course, they're lovely, but they're very, very expensive.
Yeah, you're looking about 300 quid a night in upwards as well, like it's ludicrous. Whereas if you go outside of London, you can probably stay in a decent hotel. You know, like especially like London is the most expensive part. Obviously, the north of England is quite cheap. Down here in the southwest, it's quite. It's kind of like a mixed price. Because if you go to like where the beaches are, you're paying a bit more because it's close to the coast. But yeah, London. I always say to people because when a lot of people visit England, they always just home in on London, and I get it. But I'm also like, come on, London. Like, there's so much to do outside of London. There's so many nicer places. I actually think London's a shithole. Do you know what I mean? I actually think, there's some nice parts to London, but you're selling yourself short if you just think everything is in London. Because, you do get quite a lot, but it is.
Yeah, I mean, you go to. It's nice to go to like London bridges, like the more historical stuff, just to visit to see because there's so much history. But yeah, I agree. Like London's kind of overpriced. The food's not even that good.
It's just like a smaller version, and it's just like a smaller version of New York. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just
London has. You need to remember, London has Spurs too.
Yeah. Stay away from there.
London has what?
Spurs, Tottenham.
Yeah.
Don't go to Tottenham. Don't take the what was it, the Victoria line up to there.
The only good thing about Tottenham is they have some nice Turkish restaurants around there. That's the only decent thing.
Yeah, if you can get past Kolasinac, but you have to get past Kolasinac to get in though, so it's a bit difficult.
Yeah.
No, the public transportation's nice there. It's easy.
Oh, London's great, yeah. For public transport, yeah.
The one thing I complain is the public bathrooms, like the restroom.
Oh yeah.
It's hard to find places to wash your hands, like go to the restroom. That's but I bet that's just common because
everything's so old and cramped. That's the problem with London. Central everything's so old and cramped, and it's everywhere you go so tiny, and inside everywhere so tiny. It's a lot of different establishments in a small area. It's everything's so cramped.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well,
it's lovely for the history though. Like you say, the architecture, the history. There's a lot of history in London. You got to see the sites. First time you go to England, you go to London, you see all the sites, have a little look around. You got to do it, and then. If you go, but I think I'm thinking what Daniel really is saying. You go back to the UK like a second, third, or fourth time. It's good to start seeing other areas, isn't it? I would think.
Yeah, yeah. No, yeah. I usually, like I said, we stay there a week, and then we'll just fly out to Barcelona.
Yeah, Barcelona's nice.
Yeah, and
Barcelona's nice. Yeah,
but London's like a good hub to do that, to travel and go.
Oh yeah, you can get everywhere, can't you?
Yeah.
You get direct flight virtually anywhere in the world, can't you? From London, it's a great hub. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and if Chadwick, you're going to London anytime soon, definitely go to Chelsea and ask them. Remember the FA Cup final?
Yeah, go to Stamford Bridge. Go to Stamford Bridge and say, "Yeah, we just beat you lot."
I went to the Southampton Arsenal game back in November. They tied 2-2. It was a lot of fun.
Right.
I went to that what's the old Arsenal pub? I think it's called the Arsenal. That's just down the road.
Pub.
Which one? You've got several. So you've got the Gunners.
The Gunners.
And then you've got the 12 Pins, which is in Finsbury Park. But yeah, the Gunners is very touristy as well. Like it's very much you get all the like guys who don't necessarily live in London. They go to the Gunners because it's got some great. The pub's got some great memorabilia in there. Like they've got some great stuff. But yeah, it's very, very touristy.
Well, and then it was a lot of fun. Just walking around that area was interesting.
Yeah,
but, it was a crap game to go to though.
I suppose.
If I come to London, if I come to England, I'll have to probably go to Essex. Mandatory visit.
Well, and then also. The pubs, the beer's warm. They thought I was crazy when I asked for a cold beer because when it's room temperature. They don't have cold beer.
Yeah,
that's traditional. That's traditional. That is, very traditional.
That's why I don't drink beer because it tastes like it tastes like piss when it's warm. It's horrible. It's disgusting.
Daniel, how do you know how piss tastes?
Well, no, I don't. But it's disgusting. Warm beer is disgusting. It is just. That's why I just drink JD and Coke with ice. You know what I mean? All the way.
That always works, doesn't it?
I see Melina asked about what is it about Emery? What did I think about when Emery was sacked? Actually, when I was at that Southampton game. the whole fan base was chanting, Emery out, Emery out.
Yeah. And Ryan is asking, what are your thoughts on our Lord Mikel Arteta? You think he's doing a good job?
Yeah, I think he's. I mean, like you guys always say, it's a massive job. Like
exactly.
to run Arsenal as a football, team. I mean, it's just, to me, I think he's doing a good job just because of that. And usually you start off with a smaller team or a smaller club. For him coming in, taking over Arsenal and doing what he's doing, I've been real impressed. Because I mean, you look at Emery. Emery had a ton of experience. PSG, was it Valencia? He had all these big clubs that he. And I personally, I just see how Arteta talks to the media, how he talks to his teammates, how he explains his form or the way that he wants to format, the structure of the team and like how his plans. It's night and day compared to Emery.
Definitely. Yeah.
This,
but I do think I think it was harsh, Sam, giving Arsenal a 3.
Why? They've been shit all season.
Yeah,
apart from.
How I look at it, the end product. So yeah, they won the FA Cup. They made the Europa League. So yeah, they took 8th in the league, but they still made the Europa, which is crap.
That was only because we won the FA Cup, though, wasn't it? I mean,
yeah.
So
the end product is what they wanted. But I just think they should have, in the beginning of the season, because what was our record? We had to have been, middle of the table until December, until Emery was fired.
Well, we were actually heading towards relegation before Christmas.
Yeah. I think that's why at the beginning of the season, that's why everybody was so harsh.
I'll be right back. I've got to just go for it. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Okay, Sam. That's why everyone was so harsh, because at the beginning of the season, we were tipped to make top 4. Everyone was like, we got a side that could get top 4, and it was expected of us, and then obviously we had that calamitous 3 or 4 month period where everything just unraveled. The players down tools for Emery. Emery was losing control. His tactics didn't make sense. And it just got worse. I mean, the board, in my opinion, should have sacked him way before they did. They should have at least sacked him maybe after the Crystal Palace game. But yeah, it was mad. It was totally mad. Chelsea are obviously out. They've just been suitably thrashed by Bayern Munich.
So Mitesh, quick question for you. So in India, do they have professional football or?
Yes, they do.
So do you go to games?
I was actually working with the website last year. I was reporting the ISL for Mumbai City FC, which has been recently purchased by Manchester City. The group, the Etihad group, that is the same one that is working with which owns Manchester City. So I was reporting games for a website for them, and I have my own brand, which is a website and sports related stuff. So I am probably trying to get the accreditation for the ISL in the upcoming season as well. This season they are planning to do the ISL, that is Indian Super League, in a single city, and they're not allowing too many media personnel. So that is why I couldn't apply for it this season. So probably I'll be applying for it in the upcoming season, and we'll be reporting live games from the stadium itself.
Cool.
Yeah,
I always wondered, because you're so into football stats, teams. I've wondered if you go to a lot of games or.
We don't go. I don't go to too many games, but last season, as I said, I was reporting it for a particular team, which is my local club, like the city-based team. So I went to around 4 out of 7 games. I think there were 7 home games. I went to 4 of those. This
Nice.
season, yeah, but in general, like if you see, the craze for cricket is way more than football.
God, I don't know how anyone can watch cricket. It's just
No, England
it's
is
the
doing
most
really well. Trust me,
it's
England is
the
doing
it's
really well right now.
it's the
Yes.
most boring, uninspiring
Well, I
sport
don't
ever.
with cricket. I don't understand the rules. It's weird. I don't get how you play it.
If you do, you understand baseball?
Yeah.
So cricket is a bit similar to baseball, slight modifications. Like instead, I won't explain it to you on Daniel's channel right now, but I can tell you like what are the
Yeah.
similarities.
We'll all fall asleep.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
watching cricket is like watching Ozil play. Do you know what I mean? It's just
And Melina
it
was
doesn't
asking,
make sense.
Can I ask you, why do you hate Ozil so much? Like, what did he do? Because I know he's a bad player, but you know,
It's just the fact that like
do you
he's
hate his fan base, like his fanboys? Is that?
I mean, yeah, his fanboys do think like that he's the best thing since sliced bread. But it's for me, he's our highest earner of the club, and yet his output is next to zero in the sense that he offers nothing, and he just walks around the club like he's entitled to everything. You know, like he acts. You know, and you can tell that he doesn't care about playing football. That he's just happy sitting on the sidelines collecting his 350 grand a week. You know, he also didn't take a pay cut. He refused to take a pay cut. You know, when the rest of the squad took a pay cut. It's just like for what we're paying him. I don't feel like we get much back in return.
and I will just say one thing with respect to Ozil. See, I don't dislike the fans because I was an Ozil fan before as well when he started off with Germany all those years ago. I think it was the 2006 World Cup. I think he started off or made his debut was 6 or 10. I think 6, 2006. I was also an Ozil fan. Uh, but what happened after that is every player realizes that I am done with the Premier League. I am not good enough right now to be in the Premier League. I should be probably looking for some other club where I can actually be of use and a good player. Now his attitude since the time he has signed that 350k a deal contract has been very bad. Before that, if you saw Ozil, there were no complaints. No one was complaining. But since he signed that contract, the 350k deal, his attitude has been very bad. He's been doing stupid things, included his problems with the German national side, which he has been vocal about. There may be some reasons. Again, he has been saying things about China and other things which he should not be doing as a professional player, which could put Arsenal in trouble. And he has been doing a lot of silly things. And in recent times, in the last 2 years or so, he has shown that he has no regard for anyone who thinks otherwise of him. He does not care about anyone's opinions. He's just bothered about making money. He's not even bothered about playing football because no, as much as people don't like Alexis Sanchez, when he realized that he was only harming Manchester United by taking that 500k and his football career was also a threat. His in terms of he would not get enough football, he moved away. He moved to a different club. But Ozil has been intentionally staying at Arsenal just to prove that he can, like Bale is doing.
But don't you guys think, though, you know, as fans watching the game, you know how Ozil hasn't been playing well. Don't you think the players, his teammates, know he's crap? So, like, you know how you're saying he's walking around, you know, arrogant, cocky? I honestly think, like, in the practice grounds and around the club, I think people are just sick of him. Like, I think his teammates know that he's not putting in performances more than any of us would. So I think the teammates and the players are just, I think they're over it. Like, I think they just want him gone. But
they want him gone.
They want him away from the team.
And I think that's like Arteta as well. He wants him gone.
I think Arteta wants him gone. The teammates don't hate him because he's not a character like a hate character. If you see, Obviously, they are trying to get the money that he's trying to get. That is what I think the team wants. They have given him so many chances. Yeah.
Oh, go, I was just reading Simpy. He said,
Yeah.
I'm an Ozil stan."
No, I'm not hating on anyone who likes Ozil as well. I did actually hit back at some people who were supporting Zaka during his bad times, like supporting his Zaka during his bad times, in the sense when he was being, what he was doing. So I did not, but I've never hit back at any Ozil fan, because it is Ozil's responsibility that when you're heading into your twilight, you need to make the right calls and the right choices. And if you show everyone that you're just money hungry, then people will start hitting back at you. And one of the reasons why it is inevitable, and it is actually our responsibility to criticize him for all the stupid things that he's doing, because he is not ready to accept that he's doing something wrong. I think Ozil feels that he deserves the contract, he's earned it, and he should keep getting that money until he's at Arsenal.
Yeah, it's funny because you guys know Simpy. Like, is he? Because I watch his show and channel. Is he actually? Did he used to be a huge Ozil fan? Is that the whole? Because I know people joke, but I really think he really like a big fanboy of him.
Yes, that is what he said. He was a really big Ozil fan. That is why he has the scarf.
Okay, I thought it was all just a joke.
No, why would someone buy a scarf for a joke?
That's true, yeah. So Simpy, you're the Ozil fan.
That is mad. That is, yeah. I don't know how anyone could have an Ozil scarf.
No, trust me. If you remove the last 2 years, Daniel, past that 350K contract, and the attitude change and the behavioral change and whatever his agent is feeding him, he's doing all those things. If you remove those, I don't think any Arsenal fan would have any complaints against Ozil. Yes, he has not been able to perform in Europe in the Champions League, but none of the players have been able to do that. Every player has had their bad times in Europe under Wenger during his entire tenure, you can say. But the thing is, since that 350K contract, Ozil has been doing some crazy, stupid, idiotic things, which has actually brought him in the limelight, and that is why the fans are hitting on him.
Yeah, it's I just don't think he offers much. Don't think he offers much.
That is the thing. Every player who's going into his twilight needs to know, when I'm not good enough for the club and I should probably move on with my career. If you remember, I'll give you one best example. Chelsea had Ivanovic, who was very good as a right back, but at one point of time he was, I think, in his second last season at Chelsea, he was one of the worst defenders that they had. And eventually, I think it was his last season probably, they even moved him to centre back just to fit him in the team before he finally left. If he had left that one season ago, he would have probably, and still is probably, a Chelsea legend. But he embarrassed himself during that one and a half season, when he still wanted to play as right back, and he was not good enough anymore, and he had lost all his pace. So Ozil lost his pace around 2 years ago. When he was given that extension, he was already on a downward spiral, but he should have left probably 1 year into that contract, but he hasn't, because he's getting that money, the brand endorsements, the sponsorships. He's just enjoying the money like Bale is at Real Madrid.
Yeah, it's. I think as well, the way that Arteta wants to set up the team, I don't think Ozil fits that style of play.
Yeah. Well, I got to run, guys, but it was really good talking to you, and I'd like to come on again, maybe like a watch.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely, Chadwick. Like absolutely, anytime you're free.
Watching you guys, it's really entertaining. It's really entertaining. I like it, enjoy it. I kind of look at you guys as friends, family. So when I come down, definitely to London, Daniel, we got to get together, have some dinner, have some drinks.
Definitely, Chadwick. Absolutely.
Simpy will come pick us up.
Definitely.
Simpy will be the DD.
The Ozil debate is on, Chadwick. We'll have that one day.
Yeah. All right, guys, I'll do a sending out shot here for you.
I
Cheers.
think your video is kind of laggy. I can't see
Yeah,
anything.
cheers, Chad. Cheers,
But
Chadwick. Yeah, so there you go, guys. That was Chadwick. Great to have him on as a guest. Yeah, Nitesh, I think what we'll do is we'll probably wrap things up. I think this is probably a good point to wrap up. I don't know. I think Sam had to go and do something, but hopefully he can still hear us. So what we'll do, Nitesh, is that I'll just give your platform a shout out.
Yeah, and thank you, Daniel. And it's always good to be here. And you can find me. You guys can find me on Arsenal FC Fans, which is the Arsenal page on Facebook, and on Beyond the Post on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. And I'm planning. Just want to say one thing. I'm planning to probably have that short video. If you guys are interested in doing that, the joke one, I am seriously interested because it is really funny when everyone gets involved and has a crazy time. I think I don't know about you guys. I think you guys still are getting to go out and all, but I don't here the lockdown is into its 5th month. So I think if some of the Indian fans and Indian people on the channel can also watch you guys be crazy and have fun, I think they will also enjoy it and it will be a good treat. So I hope we can do that Poon video definitely soon. And Sam is back.
Yeah, and Sam is back.
Came back
so
right
Sam,
on Poon.
we're just in the middle of wrapping up. So
Okay.
just give your platforms a shout out, Sam.
Yeah, so Sam Greenwood TV on YouTube. Check it out, subscribe, have a look at the content, like the videos would be great. I do mainly Arsenal related late evening chats, light-hearted chats, have a bit of a laugh with different guests, and I do some quizzes now and again. Haven't really done much there lately because I've just been so busy with everything else going on with the shortened season, end of season and everything. So yeah, so much going on. I do a lot of stuff with these other guys here, like Nitesh Shabab and Daniel here on the Blind Gooner, Ryan Fletcher on Mr. Arsenal podcast, and Simpy on his channel, and yeah, so do loads of different stuff there as well. So you can see me there as well, and yeah, it's great to see everyone in the chat as usual. All the regulars in the chat. It's really great to see you guys, have a laugh with you, mess around with you, have a few jokes. So yeah, it's been great, and thanks for having me, Daniel. It's been a laugh again tonight, as always. So thanks for having me, and yeah, hopefully everyone will have a nice evening.
Yeah, and so listen, guys. I just want to say a massive thank you to Sam and Nitesh for coming on. A big, massive thank you to Chadwick who come on.
Yeah, it's good to see him.
Great,
good to see him.
Great to have Chadwick on, and definitely, he'll be coming on in the future as well. Yeah, listen, guys, it's nice to do a watch along again. I've not done one for a while. I know, obviously, it was boring Chelsea, but it's nice to do a watch along. Just a quick reminder: tomorrow, I'm going to be back to my transfer show at 4 p.m. and then another stream at 7 p.m. Those are going to be happening daily. I know today was a bit of a kind of a clusterfuck, but you guys got an extra. You guys got the watch along this evening, so that was good. And then, we're looking ahead at all what Arsenal do in the transfer market over the coming weeks. And then, obviously, the Community Shield on the 29th of August. There will be a watch-along on my channel for that, for that game. On the 29th of August, I believe, is when we're playing Liverpool in the Community Shield. So, yeah, stay tuned to the Blind Gooner. Do go and like my Facebook page, those of you on YouTube, if you've not already, and vice versa on Facebook. Please do subscribe to the YouTube channel, because there will be content that doesn't always go on the Facebook page, vice versa on the on the channel as well. There will be content going on the Facebook page that it's not necessarily going up on the channel. So yeah, until tomorrow, all enjoy the rest of your day wherever you are, or enjoy the rest of your evening for those of you that are in the UK. And look after yourselves, and I'll be back tomorrow. Take care, guys.